I don't really listen to Rogan much anymore. It's been quite some time since I watched or listened to a full Rogan episode, but I do still keep.
Wow. Woke mind virus got to this man as well. Okay? Very clear. Very clear that woke mind virus got to Charlie. He doesn't listen to Joe Rogan. He's not one of us anymore. Okay, I'll tell you what.
Keep up to a certain degree, and recently he made a bit of a blunder on his show. Now, I'm also very familiar with the memes that have floated around about Rogan for at least a couple years now about him being dead. And after this clip, I'm starting to believe in the conspiracy. Maybe Joe Rogan really did pass away a while back and he's been replaced by an AI chat GPT, because I cannot wrap my head around how he even made this mistake. So what happened is, Joe Rogan was talking about a very sad video he watched of a father-son boxing match where the father beat the shit out of his son and people cheered and it made him sick. Hearing that story, of course, does tug on the heartstrings and would probably make most people a little confused and maybe even angry. But the problem is, what Joe Rogan is describing is not the reality of what he watched. What he was talking about is the Creator Clash, which was a YouTuber boxing event, and the match in particular he's referring to is Matt Watson versus Dad. Dad is the YouTuber's online handle. So Joe Rogan watched that and believed it was a real father-son boxing match, and where I get involved is I was literally one of the commentators for this match. So you'd have to actually be watching that with the sound off and very close to passing out from overdosing on Xanax to even for 1 second believe what you were witnessing was a real father-son match.
I saw a video.
Dude, this one went on LSF. This video went on LSF, and it's like a goof. You know what I mean? It's just like me reacting to this went on LSF. And the entire comment section was like, Hasan's a fucking piece of shit. Like, literally, it was crazy, bro. Like, it's fun, man. We're having fun. We're having fucking fun. Joe Rogan got in, like, one of the most transparent ways possible that basically shows that, like, he doesn't have a good grasp on things happening on the internet because he thinks clickbait is real, okay? We all get got sometimes. But he could have, like, at least done a little bit more critical thinking. Like, is this really a father and a son fighting one another? Why does the son have the daddy tattoo on his chest? You know, that sort of thing. And it was insane to me. Like, it was insane to me that they were just like, Hasan is way dumber than Joe Rogan. It was like, bro, what the fuck? Like, we can't even have fun anymore. It's just like everything has to turn into like a dick riding competition. Holy fuck. Anyway.
Today of a boxing match between a father and a son. It made me so sad. It made me so sad. Because there's this young kid. He looks like he's probably like 17 or 18. And the father's 42. And the father beats the shit out of him. I mean, like, dings him in the head and keeps punching him. I'm like, that's your son. That's your son.
What I find extremely entertaining about this situation is he has an entire team around him, and not a single one bothered to correct him until the very end after he'd already made a fool of himself. They're probably just like giggling, listening to him tell this story, just waiting for the moment to drive the knife in to let him know, like, no, you actually got that super fucked up. You got that so twisted, that's not what happened. But this isn't even a matter of Joe Rogan not doing research. This goes a step beyond this. This is a matter of Joe Rogan not even bothering to turn the sound on to the video he's talking about. Because if you unmuted it, you would hear us, the commentators, explaining like the event and the situation and what was going on. So he had to have watched this with the sound off in order to even come close to misunderstanding.
This is the video Joe saw. This
It's your boy, Booba Sports TV. This is what happens when your kids get out of line and you can legally put hands on them. You go in a celebrity boxing match and you show them out in front of the entire world. Father puts hands on son that was getting out of control and disrespectful. This is the results. So,
bro, how the fuck did Joe Rogan even find this? Please explain how the fuck Joe Rogan even found this version of events.
Understanding what was happening. And even then...
Oh, Facebook. You're right. I bet it's on... Because that dummy doesn't even go on YouTube, probably. He only goes on Facebook, right? Oh, that's right, dude. Dude, this is so good. I just, because like it's hard to find that version rather than the original one. That's like a million of them, you know. The original version of that video is so much easier to find than the Blue Blood commentary. You know what I mean? Blue Blood Sport.
That's a stretch. You'd also have to be way too high to read, because when they walk out, their subscriber numbers are posted under their name. So like all of the signs and clues are there and drilled into the spectator's head, and somehow it misses Joe entirely, which is just wild to me. And I love that he's wearing like an astronaut spacesuit during this this rant that he goes on here, because it fits the mood.
Hi, Hasan. I just want to apologize for my comment a few days ago, minimizing Tory Lane's story. I didn't realize how it was being covered in a way that was misogynist and racist. I was being selfish. You should have opened my ears before opening my mouth. Sorry again. I wish you happy holidays. It's all good, man. No problem. Justice was served. Joe Rogan literally needs to start hanging out with Hasan so Hasan can drag his ass back in the light. No, Joe Rogan would never hang out with me. And no, Joe Rogan just needs to exercise like a little bit of fucking critical thinking. Just like a little bit.
Beautifully.
It's crazy because Charlie pretty much says what you say, but everyone agrees with them. Okay. I do kind of want to. This is truly the biggest mistake ever that Joe Rogan's done. It made me feel bad for Joe. It was like watching an old person trying to learn Facebook. Here, so most of the comments are in agreement with Charlie, right? Let's take a look at the LSF. I want to show you, like, Charlie has basically covered the story in the identical fashion that I've covered it on my stream earlier today. Hold on a moment. Let's fucking take a look. Where the fuck is it? I didn't even realize it was on LSF. I didn't realize it was even my clip for the most part. But I saw the FBI Fifth Amendment clip on LSF, so I literally was like, we're going to do okay, buddy, after this Charlie video. Shut the fuck up, okay? Where the fuck is it? Did they delete it? What happened? It's Christmas Eve. Why are we on LSF? I just want to show something, okay? I just want to show something. How about you shut the fuck up and stop complaining about what I decide to do on what day, okay? God damn it, dude. There's also some good stuff here. There's like a revenge porn discourse happening in the space currently. I didn't even realize. Fuck, I can't find it. God. Never mind. No, I don't care about the clip itself. Okay. I don't care about the Joe Rogan gets clickbaited clip. I want to see the LSF comments. People were so fucking mad, dude. They were so mad. I feel like you should send Charlie the vid so we can let his viewers know that Joe Rogan actually saw, because obviously Joe Rogan's still an idiot, but it still makes him like a Facebook grandpa dummy instead of like half a brain cell. Yeah. It's in my logs. No, it's not. It's not in your logs. That's not true. It's not! No, it's not. It's not in your logs. Stop saying it's in your logs. Just checked. It got deleted. Oh, they deleted it? That's weird. You can't link it in the chat. It's an LSF link. We don't allow LSF links. Anyway. I guess they deleted it. Anyway. What the fuck is this? Sometimes I want to put like all cat lovers on a different planet, dude. That's it. On a spaceship to a different planet. It's just like, what are we doing? I'm looking for something, and like the thing that you're fucking sending me is like completely irrelevant. It's just a cat.
It's such a wonderful compliment. Now, to be fair to Joe, in his defense, at the end of the clip, he mentions that the video title he watched misled him. And in that clip that he references, the original audio is gone and replaced with a guy lying about the whole situation. And I just still don't understand why Joe would just take all of that at face value without just watching the original clip without the voiceover. I feel like he would have done both. Like, after being made aware of the situation, he then would have watched the original. But then maybe I'm putting too much faith in his process. Like, maybe I'm giving too much credit for his researching. Maybe he just watched this YouTuber voiceover that fed him a lot of misinformation and just instantly believed it without a second thought.
And we're watching you beat your son up, because I get your son probably got cocky with you, and he celebrates after he knocks his son out. It made me so sad. Because first of all, I'm like, that kid has brain damage now, 100%. Maybe it's just a little. Maybe he'll be fine. Maybe he'll get over it. But maybe you fucked him up. That can happen too. He might be depressed from now on after that. It might fuck up his pituitary gland. It happens to people.
Yeah, Joe Rogan, the type of dude to watch a Darman video and take it seriously and be like, this happened in real life and the lessons that were instilled in this is brilliant. That's crazy, man. Look at him. Look at how like hard he goes for this fucking video. God, that's so good. It's so fucking funny, man. It's so good.
And
Stop sending it link. I don't care anymore.
You're supposed to like touch him up. You're supposed to not even hurt him. Like slam him in the body a little bit. Like, you think he can fight? Okay, good dude. Okay, let's have a little boxing match. You don't tee off on your son's face on television. It's crazy.
That is crazy, and I really love the fantasy Joe was in for however brief a time that he had just watched a clip from a television broadcast where a father beats the fuck out of their son live in front of an audience as everyone cheers. That is such an amazing, like, visual. And Joe's like, this is madness. What are we, barbarians? What happened to civilization? We're watching fathers beat their son for sport. What's next? Are we going back to the Colosseum? Blood sports? Watching people die? When will the madness end? What's next in this lunacy? It's just so wild that this actually happened.
How old was the kid?
Kid looks young. To me, he looks like, he could be 20. He could be 19. He looks young. He's real skinny. And the father's kind of jacked. Not too jacked, but, he's fit. And he could fucking punch. He knows how to box. And the son doesn't look like he has any idea what the fuck he's doing. I don't know what the thing was. Like, someone sent it to me. And they were, like, cheering that this old guy knocked his son out. I was like, you guys are crazy. That you failed. You failed as a man. Yeah, this is it.
That's not exactly what was happening.
It's not? What is it?
They're not father-son.
Oh, why does it lie?
Because
it says father knocks out son in celebrity boxing match.
Gotta get somebody to click on this.
Oh.
This was like a YouTuber thing. This guy's a YouTuber and he's a YouTuber.
I'm such a sucker.
For some reason, this was oddly cute, where he's like, oh, why would they lie? Reminds me of that scene in Arthur about, would someone really do that? Go online and tell lies? Like, Joe is just, like, so trusting. He's like,
oh stop. He made the same joke that I made. Come on, bro. It's like there's got to be a case study on this shit, okay? Guy who everybody likes on the internet having the exact same take as, like, guy who has polarizing fucking thoughts, covering the story in the exact same fucking way, like literally the exact same fucking way, and then watching the reactions unfold.
I got betrayed. The title misled me. Man, I'm such a sucker. Like, at least he owned up to it. Like, I appreciate that he didn't try and fight and get defensive about it. Now, I went to the video here, and it's only 30 seconds, and it's actually none of the audio from the actual event. It's another man.
Yeah, it is. It's flirting versus sexual assault. It's unspoken Riz versus sexual assault, okay? That's what it is, dude. It's crazy.
And who's just spreading misinformation, saying this was a father-son grudge match. And I guess for some reason, Joe Rogan took all of that at face value. I just find it hard to believe that he only watched that 30-second clip and just believed it. Because Joe Rogan questions fucking everything. So he's just going to a random channel in like 360p because it's been fucking ripped and re-uploaded 1,000 times, so it's in shit quality. And for some reason, Joe Rogan just believed a completely random stranger online telling lies. I'm just still not fully convinced that he just received this random email and just watches everything that gets sent to him. This is a 20,000 view video. Are you telling me Joe Rogan sits there late at night and just goes through his entire email list of every single video sent to him, no matter how small, and just believing every single thing he sees? I don't know. That just doesn't strike me as realistic. But then after this situation, I guess it could be. Who knows? But since we're talking about Joe Rogan, I always like to take an opportunity to bring up his incredible nipples. Those are absolutely legendary. So I'm going to play you a stream clip where we go deep on Joe Rogan's nipples, because I think every time he's mentioned in conversation, it's important that we highlight